Have you ever wondered why the world is suddenly looking at Malaysia with admiration and respect? Why international travelers, investors, and even global leaders are calling it the pride of Asia? Well, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll realize that Malaysia's rise isn't just impressive, it's inspiring. Let's start with something simple: image the world map. Somewhere in the heart of Southeast Asia lies this nation that, for decades, quietly built itself up. No noise, no arrogance, just consistent progress. And now, the results are speaking louder than ever. Think about it: Malaysia isn't just growing economically, it's evolving in spirit, culture, and global influence. From the stunning skylines of Kuala Lumpur to the peaceful streets of Penang and the breathtaking rainforests of Borneo, Malaysia represents something the world deeply craves today: balance. But here's the twist: this wasn't always the case. Decades ago, Malaysia was seen as a developing nation struggling with challenges of diversity, politics, and modernization. Yet today, it stands tall as one of Asia's most harmonious and forward-looking societies. How did this transformation happen? Let's find out. It began with unity. Malaysia's real strength is not just its natural beauty or skyscrapers, it's its people. Malays, Chinese, Indians, indigenous groups, different languages, religions, and cultures, but somehow, they made diversity work. It's like watching a colorful mosaic come to life. And that unity became Malaysia's secret weapon. Here's a quick question for you: when was the last time you saw a country where 3 or 4 major ethnic groups coexist peacefully, sharing traditions and festivals with genuine joy? Malaysia does that every single day. Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Christmas, you name it, and you'll find streets decorated and people celebrating together. That's not just tolerance, that's mutual respect. Now, let's talk progress. Malaysia's economy is one of the most resilient in Asia. Despite global ups and downs, the country has kept growing steadily. The government focused on modern infrastructure, sustainable industries, and digital innovation. Kuala Lumpur's skyline, dominated by the iconic Petronas Towers, is no longer just a symbol of architecture, but of ambition. And here's something many people don't know: Malaysia is quietly becoming a technology hub. Global tech companies are setting up offices here, startups are booming, and young Malaysians are building innovations that compete globally. The country's new digital economy blueprint is shaping the next decade of growth. But let's take a pause. Have you noticed something? Malaysia doesn't show off. It doesn't shout about its achievements. It simply works hard, and the results naturally attract attention. That's what makes it special. Now, let's shift gears a bit, because one of Malaysia's most powerful global assets isn't physical, it's emotional. It's hospitality. Anyone who visits Malaysia knows that warm smile at the airport, the easy conversation at a local food stall, the feeling of safety and comfort wherever you go. That's the Malaysian spirit: humble, kind, welcoming. Ask any traveler, and they'll tell you, Malaysia feels like home. And that's no accident. Generations have grown up learning respect, humility, and empathy. In a world that's becoming more divided, Malaysia reminds us that humanity still matters. Speaking of the world, Malaysia's voice is growing louder on global platforms. It's playing key roles in ASEAN diplomacy, climate discussions, and peace initiatives. It's not about power, it's about principle. Malaysia speaks for fairness, for equality, and for progress that doesn't leave anyone behind. And here's a fascinating twist: while other nations chase Western recognition, Malaysia is quietly building strong connections across Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. It's not just trading goods, it's trading trust. The world respects countries that keep their word, and Malaysia has earned that respect. Let's talk about something close to every Malaysian heart: food. Now, you might wonder, what does food have to do with pride? Everything. Because food reflects identity. And Malaysian food, with its blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous influences, is a story of harmony told through flavors. Whether it's nasi lemak, char kway teow, or roti canai, each bite carries the history of togetherness. So here's a quick challenge for you: name one country where you can taste 4 different cultural cuisines in one city, on one street, and for less than 20 ringgit. That's right, Malaysia. It's food diplomacy at its best. But beyond taste, there's another flavor that defines Malaysia today: its creative energy. From fashion designers putting Malaysia on the map to filmmakers, musicians, and digital artists reshaping Southeast Asia's cultural landscape, Malaysia's youth are fearless. They're not trying to copy others, they're creating their own style, proudly local, boldly modern. And speaking of bold, Malaysia's environmental vision is one of the most ambitious in the region. While many nations still debate sustainability, Malaysia is taking real steps, protecting rainforests, expanding ecotourism, and promoting green energy. In a way, it's protecting its soul, because Malaysians understand that progress means nothing if nature is lost. Let's check in for a second, are you still with me? Because here's where things get truly inspiring. Malaysia is not perfect. It has its challenges, like every nation. But what makes it remarkable is how it keeps improving. It listens, learns, adapts, and rises again. That resilience is what makes it the pride of Asia. From recovering after economic crises to managing global pandemics with discipline and compassion, Malaysia has shown that strength isn't about size, it's about spirit. And if you look around Asia today, you'll notice something powerful. Many countries are looking at Malaysia as a model of balance, between tradition and innovation, between Islam and modernity, between development and humanity. That's rare. That's special. So, what does the future hold? Well, if the current momentum continues, Malaysia could become not just the pride of Asia, but a guiding light for others. A nation that shows how diversity fuels creativity, how respect fuels peace, and how humility fuels greatness. Now, let me ask you, what makes you proud to be Malaysian? Is it the people, the culture, the food, the progress, or that indescribable feeling of home? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your story is part of Malaysia's story. If you're watching this from outside Malaysia, tell me what impresses you most about this country. Maybe it's the culture, the cleanliness, the smiles, or that peaceful sense of belonging you feel when you visit. And before you go, remember this, every great nation was once underestimated. Malaysia's rise is proof that you don't need to be loud to be legendary. You just need to stay true, stay kind, and keep moving forward. So next time someone calls Malaysia the pride of Asia, smile, because they're absolutely right. Thanks for watching, and if this video made you feel proud, don't forget to share it so more people around the world can see what makes Malaysia truly special.